Rock
On the
bro.
dot.
On the dial.
And
All
we're
right.
live.
Are
All
we?
right. Welcome to Horror Talk number 3,
2022.
where we are going to discuss Annabelle Creation to continue on with the Conjuring Universe. As you can see, I have Striker here, my majestic as fuck Viking on a unicorn with rainbows coming out of its ass, joining me again. Welcome, sir.
Why are you being weird?
I'm being weird. Anything you'd like
All
to
right.
say before I
Um,
dive in?
no, not really.
Okay.
Well, did you want me to hang on? I gotta do
Oh,
my thing.
you gotta do something. My stroll.
Boom. Boom. It has been entered.
Wow, that took a minute. Hi. Yeah. All right,
Don't
kiddos.
eat crackers in bed.
Yeah, don't. That's no. I ate graham
That's a
crackers in
good
bed
tip.
the other night.
That's a good tip.
Had some crumbs.
Do you want me to lead into the whole nightmare that was the nightmare?
Oh, do you want to start off with a disclaimer?
Yeah, I can start off with a
Can
disclaimer
I say one disclaimer first? This
if you
is
would like to.
this is a spoiler. So if you have not seen Annabelle Creation or any other Annabelle movies,
Oh, I was talking about something
spoiler. Oh,
else.
I know. Now
Oh,
for
okay.
Striker's disclaimer.
Um. Oh, anyway, uh, do not eat a full bag of flaming hot Cheetos. I warn you, do not do it. If you do it, make sure you have good toilet paper. There you
Isn't
go.
there a thing on South Park about burning asses of
About
fire,
burning.
asses of fire or something? Terrence and Phillip, wasn't that like the movie or something that set?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So tonight we have Annabelle Creation, which is actually the second Annabelle movie that was done in 2017. The first Annabelle movie was done in 2014, but if you watch it in order, Annabelle Creation would be before Annabelle. So that's what we did here. So, just gonna go through a little not review, little overview, and then we'll dive into everything. So, with Annabelle Creation, we have the Mullins. It's Sam and Esther Mullins. He is a toy maker. They invite a nun and 6 orphans to move into their house, I believe in California. Um, I did not look up a date. What was the date on that? We'll go into that. I'll find that. So they had a daughter who was 7, 12 years prior to the orphans and the nun moving in, and she was killed in a accident. She was actually mowed down by a truck and died, obviously. And then 12 years later, that's when they had the orphans and the nun move in. One of the girls, she has polio, so she's crippled and walks with a limp. She was not shot like 50 Cent. Ha ha, ha ha ha.
What?
A little 50 Cent joke there. So there is the girls are picking the rooms. There's a forbidden room, and Mr. Mullins says that room is to remain locked. Nobody goes in it. So nosy polio girl Janet finds that it's unlocked
Oh,
one night and decides that she's going to be nosy and go in and see what's up. Why is it forbidden? So upon entering the room, she finds the doll finds her or whatever. Uh, they say an innocent looking doll, but you see an Annabelle, she doesn't look very innocent to me. And then that's when all hell breaks loose. So, that's a little overview. And now we can get into the good stuff.
yeah. I'm trying to look and see
The year.
where
I
the
think,
year.
yeah, it was in a farmhouse in California. I don't remember the year.
Does it even say? Hang on, I'm looking.
They should give a. I did not
I
do
mean,
that part of my homework.
it says that's kind of bugging the shit out of me. Why didn't you look this up prior to? What is your problem?
I did it with the Conjurings. Does it
Oh,
give it? It's got to give some kind of timeline there.
Well, okay. So when was the when did he make it? Was it like the 40s or something, or the 30s? And then he 12 years later is when, after her death 12 years later is when all this shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's when the sister came, and everything else.
Sister
Sister
Charlotte.
came with the kids. Yeah, Charlotte, good Charlotte. Um came with all the kids and so
Yeah.
forth and so on.
Yeah. So, the little girl's name is obviously Annabelle, but her nickname is B in the movie. So,
That's the daughter to the Mullins,
the Mullins, yes. Oh,
who was killed.
mowed down by a pickup truck going down the road.
Yeah, yeah,
Daddy was
crushed.
changing a flat tire. Screw, bolt went nut, whatever, went flying in the road. I'll get it. Not looking both ways before crossing the road and taken out like Gage in Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. So,
Yeah.
another tragic death by a truck.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right.
Let's get into it.
So,
Go ahead.
So this demonic doll comes about because after losing their daughter, like I said, Mr. Sam.
I got so much problems with this, but go ahead.
Yeah, was a doll maker. So after their daughter B died, they prayed to whatever being would listen to give their daughter back. So naturally, what's going to happen there in these movies? A demonic presence is going to be like, hey, okay, let me open the door. You open the door, I'm going to jump on in. So it started off innocent, where they would hear her laughing and playing, and then the record playing, You Are My Sunshine. And it gave them some kind of relief because, they thought their daughter was back.
Yes.
Now, the doll. Did they invite the demonic presence into the doll? Or that
Well,
I didn't pay attention to.
I don't think it was explained. Like, oh, wait. Oh, okay, yes. It had asked if it could inhabit the doll.
Okay.
So it had asked I think the parents, like they thought it was their daughter at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they had asked the parents, or it had asked the parents, the demonic entity asked the parents if it could inhabit the doll.
And they're like, hell yeah, come on in.
And
You're our
they
daughter.
said, well, yeah, absolutely, because we think you're our daughter.
So it's a good idea. Let's go bury her
And
in the
then,
pet cemetery.
lo and behold, it started doing some crazy shit.
Yeah. And we didn't mention it in a little overview there because we're just doing a little overview. Mom was not present, Mrs. Mullins there. She had been bedridden for 12 years. And that happened.
Well, that was after that was like after. So like the doll, or like the evil entity kind of like took over the doll, and then the evil entity fucked the mom up.
Yeah, because
right, like slapped her in the face.
Some things happen, and they realize, well, mom realized that's not my daughter. Some evil shit's going on. Mom confronted the daughter, demon, whatever, in the room, had her cross and everything, and it was her daughter in body form. And that was like one of the coolest fucking scenes there, is when she transforms into the demon. You see her growing and just cracking and it's crazy. And then she turns into the demon attacks her. She lost an eye, disfigured her face, and then she was bedridden, which not quite sure how that happened.
I don't understand the whole bedridden thing.
I don't know if that was just mom's depressed and she didn't get out of bed, you're gonna wait on me hand and foot for the rest of my life, or because I don't think they ever mentioned that part. All I know is she was disfigured. You lost an eye, you can still walk, bitch.
You can still walk, bitch. So. She got slapped across the face, and then all of a sudden now she can't walk anymore.
That is one mighty bitch slap.
Yeah,
Oh.
she got fucking slapped.
So she has a bell, which would get on my nerves, and she would ring it anytime she needed something from Dad. Um, so they invite the girls 12 years down the road here after B died, and they got rid of. Oh, okay. Missing a big part here. This is a huge spoiler, by the way. Um,
Well, I
to
mean, this is
to
all
to
spoilers.
lock up the doll, the demon. They
Oh yeah.
have the Annabelle's room, B's room. They have a closet in there, and they put the doll in there, and it's the walls are covered in pages from the Bible. And then they put the doll in there, and I think they blessed it or whatever, and locked it up, and then they locked the room to B's bedroom. And that's why that was a forbidden room and off limits, because the doll was in there locked up out of harm's way. So they thought.
Well, yeah. So it had been in there so the Padres came and they blessed the closet and all that other
Mm-hmm.
shit. And they locked it up. They put the key inside of Annabelle's little um, Barbie starter house,
Yeah.
and then they locked the Annabelle or B's room, and no one was allowed in there. And then for 12 years, because the sister and the children,
The friends.
no one had been to the house for like 12 years, and there had been no occurrences or any activity.
And then you bring little polio Janet in there, who is weak, and what do
Janice,
demons feed off of?
Janice.
It's Janet. It's Janice. My bad. Janice. Same thing. But what do demons feed off of? The weak. Polio girl. Weak.
But I don't think she was the weakest.
Well,
See,
apparently
that's what bugs me, because I think she was the most inquisitive,
she
right?
was, but she was also crippled and
Okay, but
sick.
not so. Okay,
Makes you
yeah.
weak and
So
feeble.
maybe her body was weak, but that doesn't mean that
Well,
she's weak.
it doesn't go by weak-minded all the time.
Yes, most of the time, yes, it does.
Okay,
Like
but
when they're talking about possessions and they're talking about these things, they always talk. What do they always say? If the person is weak-minded, or if they're depressed, or they're feeling sad, it's always about their emotions and their
okay.
internal
Well,
feelings.
she's a little girl
Hmm.
who's with five other girls that have working limbs that can run and jump and play and stuff, and she's
Then
sick and
why
can't do
wouldn't you,
that.
as a demon?
She would be depressed, would she
Then
not?
why wouldn't you, as a demon,
And she even looks sad in the
go
movie.
after go after the stronger ones? So you're
They
saying
don't
that
want to fight.
Janice was the what?
They don't want to fight. This one, hey, this is easy. She can't. She's looking like Forrest Gump in them shoes. Her magic
Whoa,
shoes.
heyo. So you're saying in the movie that the weakest person
Was Polio
and
Girl.
most depressed was Janice?
Yeah. Why not? Obviously.
I would have said it was the other girl, the one that's sitting there and she's
Linda.
got the gun and she's popping the.
Her best friend, Linda.
Was it Linda? Is that what her name is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did remember that one.
Yeah.
So.
No, I would have definitely said it was the other girl.
Yeah. Well.
And I think the coolest scene in the whole movie was when Linda, is that her name? Linda
Oh, yeah.
finds the doll behind the staircase, people under the stairs,
Yeah.
and the demon was like behind the doll,
Yeah,
and he pulled it away.
Annabelle's sitting in a chair, and you look behind, you see something glowing, and it's the eyes of the demon. And then all of a sudden, like, Linda's kind of starting to see something there, like, what the hell? And then the demon yanks the chair back with the doll in it and scares the hell out of Linda, and she falls out of the door to the stairwell there. That was pretty badass.
That was the coolest scene in my opinion.
I think pretty much
that was the
any
best scene.
scene the demon was in was actually awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
obviously when Annabelle B was forming into the demon, that I thought that was cool as shit too.
Yeah. Wait, Annabelle, the a bee?
B.
Like when she was in the, like when she was in the mirror, you know, when the mother was looking, Miss Mullins was looking in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Mullins was looking in the mirror, and she looked back to look at B as a reflection, as like she was a ghost running around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then she saw it, and it was like the demon, the reflection of the
Yeah,
demon.
and I think
And then
that's
she's
what
like, "Oh, fuck
this.
this."
Not my data. This is something way darker than that.
Now, real quick, if you don't understand Annabelle, Annabelle is not possessed. There is no demon inside Annabelle. Annabelle is only used
Conduit.
by a demon.
Conduit?
That's the
Con-
conduit.
Sounded
She's a
weird
conduit.
coming out. Yes. So,
She is used by a demon. The doll is not possessed. There is nothing to do with the doll. It's the demon is manipulating the doll.
okay. And to Annabelle Creation, really the only truth to this movie was the little girl dying, and her name is Annabelle, and possessed the doll. That's the only truth to it. The doll
Yeah,
maker and
that's
all that,
all.
obviously, because it was a Raggedy Ann doll. So it's nothing's true about that.
Yeah, there's no truth to the actual story. It's not a true story, and like you said, the only truth is that the girl was ran over by a truck. But the truth, there was, um, but it didn't happen. Like the little girl didn't get run over in like a cornfield in Oklahoma or something like that. It was in like the neighborhood where
Oh,
the
movie.
where the actual nurse and stuff got the doll when she was 28 years old.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is my favorite out of the 3 Annabelle movies. There's a, and obviously because the next one we're going to review is the first made Annabelle movie, and then we'll do Annabelle Comes Home, and I have a lot to say about Annabelle Comes Home. But this is Annabelle Creation, so we're not going to jump into that just yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna reserve
Oh.
my like. I'm not gonna say which one I like the most until we've seen them all.
Yeah, well, I've seen them all. So I spoke my piece on that, and I probably shouldn't have yet, but I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, getting back to it,
Back to it.
the demon eventually possesses Janice.
Yeah. Oh, and that was another cool scene when B, Annabelle, appears to Janice and it's like, I want your soul. And it's like all demonic looking and stuff. That was pretty cool. That'd be a cool makeup.
Oh, I like it when it scratched her like leg,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's got the blood on the claws,
Yeah, I thought it was
like
red
pumping it
fingernails.
out. No,
Like, no,
the
that's
demon
blood
didn't
dripping off. It's like, okay. So, I mean, there was a lot of cool shit in this movie.
Well, and the stair climber there, right?
Huh,
So
yeah.
he created the stair climber. I guess it's for his wife, right? For her to go up and down the steps because she was,
Bedridden for some odd reason.
yeah. So
Lazy.
when Janice was, yeah. So you had to put your seatbelt on, obviously,
For it to
before
move.
before going up and down the 1 mile an hour stair climber.
God forbid a demon's chasing you.
Mm. Lo and behold, the demon starts chasing Janice.
Yeah.
So it's going down. She's riding it down. Then all of a sudden, obviously, the demon's gonna bring her back to him. And then, what I thought was, I almost started laughing my ass off. She got rocketed up to the ceiling.
I did laugh. And she lands on her shoe.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
lands on her shoe.
Boom.
But I just the thing of like you can see where the movie like takes the person, the girl itself, and like changes it to a doll and just like shoots it through the fucking
Yeah.
shoots it through the roof.
And then when she landed, because like her shoe lands on. That's another thing we need to talk about. The shoe lands on the floor, and then all of a sudden, this ton of bricks just falls on top of it, and you can tell it's just like a bag of sand landing on this shoe.
Well,
I thought it
I
was
think
funny.
I think I think they land. They put well, I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. Never mind.
But why does she have her boots on all night long?
Yes, why? Why do they always wear their shoes? Like their shoes, like they go to bed in their shoes, and she never changes her outfit.
It's
Janice
because
never changes her outfit.
it's her magic shoes.
Yeah, but she can take that shit off.
Even Forrest Gump took his off.
Yeah.
I love Forrest Gump. I should just do that as a free for all Friday. All right.
And then she gets sucked up. Anyway, she gets sucked up into the sky, right?
Yeah.
And she comes flying back down. She goes. They take her to the hospital. They come back from the hospital. They wheel her in.
Now she's in a wheelchair.
So Mr. Mullins. Yeah, now she's in a wheelchair. So Mr. Mullins now has her sleep in the living room, right? Obviously, which
Yeah.
has her sleep on the couch.
Shared bed with
So
mama.
like the next day, the sister, shit, what was her name?
Charlotte.
Sister, yeah, Good
Good
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Sister Good Charlotte. Yeah, Sister Good Charlotte there. Um, takes her outside, and says, "Oh, I'm gonna eat. Oh, okay. So the sister takes her outside to give her some sunlight and stuff, right?
Sunlight, yes.
And then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, some demon nun comes and pushes her into the barn.
Dumps her ass.
Now, prior to this, scenes before,
First
Mr.
day.
Mullins, yeah, the first day, Mr. Mullins looks at a picture. This is the stupidest shit. Looks at a picture of Good Charlotte, Sister Good Charlotte, and all her friends, and
The
then
other
there's
band
off on the
members.
side, huh?
The other band members.
Yeah, the other band members, and
Twisted
then all of a
Sister.
sudden, Ozzy Osbourne's in the fucking picture.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell?
Nun, the Nun, the actual from the Nun, the movie, the
Like,
Nun, not Ozzy. Just joking,
he's like,
but
which sister is that? And you see Balak, like, in the corner, like, just a little bit of her face. And Sister
like, come
Charlotte's like,
on,
I've never noticed that before.
bull fucking shit.
But
So now
that's
you're in. How is the Nun even being involved in this?
because it's how you tied the movies in together.
No, that is so fucking stupid. In no way should this movie revolve around the Nun.
See, I'm trying to make it work. And this one, he's, rubber blend man.
Trying to make it work? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Why the nun is in the movie?
Yeah, but
It doesn't
it
make
doesn't make
sense. It
sense.
doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense to me of why you would put the Nun in this movie.
I think that's the only
It's
part
so
of
dumb.
this movie
And then,
where
yeah, but and then you're gonna tell me that the Nun pushed her into the barn? Come the fuck on. No way.
I don't think it was Valak. I think it was just a fucking nun, a demonic nun, or obviously a demon in the nun. I was gonna say costume.
But either way that they did it, I like if they're trying to act like it's the sister, Good Charlotte,
Good.
and then her pushing her pushing Janice into the barn or whatever, like making it seem like she got pushed in there by Sister Charlotte, or the Nun. I honestly think that they're trying to make it like it's the Nun.
Could be. Why not?
Because that's fucking stupid. It has absolutely the okay. So in the true, I'm air quoting true events
I did it
of
for you.
Annabelle. Thank you. Was there any involvement with the Nun in any Annabelle? other than them like, whatever. But in the nun, it's in the Annabelle itself, the doll and the demon.
Well, I
Is
don't
there
want to.
any involvement with Valak?
You know what? We're gonna have to wait and find out. I don't want to say anything because we're gonna do those two movies. I
So you're
don't.
telling me that the nun is
I
somehow involved in Annabelle?
I don't believe it was in the first one, which is the second one.
Okay, well we'll get into that later.
Yeah, yeah. Annabelle Comes Home. I honestly don't remember. I remember stuff in it, but I don't remember.
Well, then if the nun is somehow involved with Annabelle
Mm-hmm.
in the true events, then I will take it back. But for now, I think it's stupid.
But I digress. Oh, I can't
Okay.
wait to do
Anyway,
the nun.
you can't wait to what?
Do the nun.
Oh, well, we're not doing that yet. So
I know.
continue on with the storyline, please.
Where were we? We had just dropped.
So she
She,
goes into the barn. She goes into the
yeah, yeah,
barn,
yeah.
and then the little girl demon
Bay.
bitch B like runs at her when she's hiding underneath a platform thing,
Yeah.
and it like jumps on top of her and it pukes in her mouth, right?
Spews vial into her mouth. And,
Which
and what was your take on that?
which in my opinion is kind of stupid, right?
Same thing happened in the first Conjuring.
Like, why can't you just push her away?
Because she has demonic strength. And the little bitch has polio, so she's weak.
Well, I mean, you could still turn your head so it doesn't puke in her mouth.
Yeah, I mean, she was. Just wasn't doing it effectively.
Okay.
Probably
Well,
should. You
whatever.
probably shouldn't
So
be
Janice,
screaming with your mouth open while you. Yeah.
well, like I'm trying to get like my take on it is like I get too actiony into it to where like the Janice could have like smashed her head into the wood above or thrown her into the goddamn like
I mean,
pillar
I
and started beating the shit out of the Annabelle,
I would think you would
everything
fight
else. That would have been sick.
back. Beat her with her magic shoes.
Like oh, whatever. Like Royal Rumble with Janice
Yeah.
and the Annabelle
Tables,
like demon.
ladders, and chairs. Oh my.
Yeah, yeah,
EC
that would be
Dub
hilarious.
rules. EC
That would
Dub.
be that would be so hilarious if all of a sudden they have a Royal Rumble in the barn and they're like doing suplexes and shit off like tables
Heck
and
yeah.
breaking tables.
Or we get ECW in there, and then we have the fucking bats with barbed wire wrapped around it, and
No,
tacks on the mat, and we're just gonna DDT him through the table into the fucking tacks.
Stone Cold Stunner, like
Rattlesnake. Oh.
that would have been sick as shit.
Oh my god, we need a wrestling horror movie.
That would be pretty cool.
I would.
Where they beat the shit out of like the whoever's killing them, or
Yeah.
whoever's trying to go kill people.
Putting them through tables and.
Yeah, like just it would be, and then at the end, Stone Cold just comes in and just fucking kicks him
And
in the
he's like
stomach or
all.
whatever he does.
Grabs a
And
beer.
he's got his beer and he just crushes the beer and he
Yeah.
like just kicks him and then he does the Stone Cold Stunner and just like fuck you.
Ah, I miss Stone Cold. So it is Friday, so we're gonna call this Free for All Friday.
No, I'm not done with the rest of the movie yet.
No, I'm saying just because we're getting off, we're talking about wrestling now. All right, now back to the spitting in the
Oh,
vial,
we just go on like a whole tangent about wrestling.
and I'm Squirrel
But that would have
Girl.
been sick. That would have been sick if that happened in the
I
movie.
know, I agree. That'd be so fucking bad.
That, like they should totally make one of these movies. And I had told you earlier that they should make it with a bunch of comedy stuff in it.
Yes.
Like to where the demon just pops out and is like says like fuck you or something, like, or just weird parts in the movie to where there could be things that are
Because
comedic
I don't think
in it.
Scary Movie or any of those like satire films did Annabelle.
Like, well,
Um,
okay, like when Janet, no,
Linda.
Lydia,
Linda.
Linda was under the stairs,
Yeah.
and the demon has like is behind
It should
Annabelle
have
or
popped out
whatever.
and mooned her or something.
No, I was
No.
thinking he should have flicked her off as she was pulling the Annabelle away. Like that would have been fucking hilarious.
Playing some like ridiculous music.
That would have been so fucking funny. He's got one hand on the doll or the chair, and he's like flicking her off with the
Yeah.
other hand, and just slowly goes into the shadows.
That yeah,
That would have been
yeah,
awesome.
that'd be sweet.
So anyway,
Yeah, back yeah.
Janice gets possessed, and now like Linda
Can tell
like realizes, huh?
BFF. She can tell her BFF is not well,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's not
something
just
not
the
right with
polio.
right. And so she tells Mr. Mullins that Janice went into Annabelle's room
hmm
and started fucking around inside and found the doll and released her.
She did
And
what?
so Mr. Mullins
Grabbed his
gets all
belt.
freaked out. Yep, he like he pulls his belt off and he snaps it, like how your
Wait,
dad used to do
wait,
when you
no,
got in
no.
trouble.
Yeah. Oh God. Flashbacks.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, that
That
didn't
didn't
happen.
happen. So he yells at Linda and says, "Why what the hell?" And so he
You must
grabs.
never go
Oh,
in that
he had
room.
a crucifix. He already had a crucifix in his hand because I guess he had made one.
Another cool scene.
Yeah, and then he
Hmm.
goes in there and he sees Janice playing with the
The
doll, right?
doll. Ooh. Yes.
And then he like does the crucifix towards Janice.
Yeah, holding it up, and then all of a sudden, the fingers start getting snapped back one by
Well,
one.
yeah, like Janice goes behind or something like that, like a door, and it turns all black,
Yeah.
and then it like
Yeah, you can see her
makes
eyes
it.
glowing.
Yeah, and then it
Which is
makes
cool.
the creature or the demon, and then he puts his crucifix at her, and he starts getting his fingers ripped apart, or
Yeah,
ripped.
and then he got ripped. Rip.
Yeah, and then like the girls getting back from the nun and the sister and the girls get back from like grocery shopping, and they hear him
Publix.
yelling. Yeah, they comes back to Publix,
Chicken tender sauce,
Safeway, or
$5.99.
whatever. Yeah, and they hear him screaming inside, so they go inside and they find him
Dead.
dead, dead,
DOA.
dead.
And indeed. And I'm telling you right now, I would have been hitching a ride with the coroner and the dead body. I want to be sticking around in that house. Like,
I'd be
yeah,
out of there.
I'm going to take my chances out on my own. I mean, I haven't had a family since I was born, so I'm out. Deuces, people.
Yeah, they at that point it's just like, well,
Think,
Janice is acting all fucked up.
yeah.
Homeboy just got ripped. I think it's time to leave.
And mom's bedridden and useless with her stupid bell in her room.
Yeah, well, and then the sister, Charlotte, goes in to see the mom and was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right?
And something that should have been told to the nun prior to the her and the orphans moving in there was not told.
Yeah. Hey, we got a possessed doll that's
Yeah.
hiding behind a closet
You
with a
know,
bunch of
our little girl was killed, and we invited, what we thought was our daughter to live in this doll, and it turned out to be a demon, and that's how half my face got fucked up, and now I'm Phantom of the Opera here, and
Yeah.
and I'm in bed, which I still don't understand why I'm in bed.
Yeah, I don't. How the hell? What happened to her besides getting slapped in the face by a demon to cause her to
Ooh,
lose?
we have Brandon here has not seen any of the Annabelle movies, so this is a spoiler. I should probably put that disclaimer in the thing. I thought I did, but I didn't. So just a FYI, there. This one's pretty good. This is like we're gonna do the other two movies because we're doing it in order. So we're just starting with Annabelle Creation, which is my favorite, but he's not gonna say what's his. So, all right.
Um, I would have to say that this might be your favorite due to the fact, or people's favorites, because it's not based on a true story. It's like Hollywood made,
Yeah,
right?
I really
So
like the
there's no
demon in this
factual.
one.
Yeah, the demon was cool. There's no fact based shit in this movie.
Who the fuck says that? There's something wrong with me. Like my favorite in this movie is the demon. Screw the
You.
underdog.
I don't think he's the underdog in this. I think
No, I'm talking about the polio.
oh yeah,
Like
that's what I would say. I think she's quite the
I'm
underdog in
all
this
for the
one.
demon.
I do think the Scarecrow is pretty cool though.
Scarecrow's badass. Another cool scene in that movie is when Mama, like shortly after, she said, "Oh shit, this is what happened with the doll, and this is what's going on now," and she got fucked up.
Oh
But
yeah. Yeah, and
that was
I like when she tells. I like it when she tells his sister like, "Well, nothing's happened in 12 years."
and famous last words.
So,
Here, hold
but
my
nothing ever
beer.
happened. Yeah, nothing happened in 12 years, so we didn't think anything of it,
And you
like.
just jinxed
So you're
yourself,
telling me there's a demon possessed or uh
little girl.
using a doll in your house. There's a demon in your house, but you didn't think anything of it.
She was locked
And
away,
and you bring all these people into your house to live with you.
and yeah, especially yeah.
Like,
So I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was kind of cool when Mom died.
well, yeah. Mamacita gets cut in half.
All stigmata.
Yeah, oh yeah, she gets
Yeah.
bolted into the wall by her hands.
Yeah, and it's just like freaking chest up is all that's on the wall. I don't know where the lower half went.
It doesn't show the lower half
No.
anywhere.
No, is that why she was bedridden? Did that already happen prior to?
No, I think she would have
I'm
been dead a long
kidding.
time
Yeah, but that
ago.
was actually really cool because she's nailed to the wall, head's hanging down, and you just see like her spine and insides just hanging out where she was ripped in half. I thought that was pretty badass.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
eh,
And then Linda goes down to the Jesus temple on the what is it, like underground or like in the cellar? They have like a church in their.
it was their little Bible study room, wasn't it?
Yeah, their Jesus temple they have.
God
It's
is
got
in
like
His
a
holy
cross on the
temple.
wall. Well, it could be their church. I don't know what it
That
was.
really helped them out a lot.
Yeah, it really helped. And then old ripped in half mom is down there crawling about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then Linda gets in the dumbwaiter, and
Yeah.
because there's a dumbwaiter attached to the Jesus Center apparently.
Jesus.
And what? I don't know what it was. I don't. They never explained what it was. Was it a temple? Was it like a? I don't know.
I don't know.
So she gets in the dumbwaiter that's apparently attached to the to that room,
That room.
and Mama's crawling around in there, all half cut in cut in half, and then
Leaving a bloody mess of a trail behind
yeah,
her.
just leaving a mess everywhere. And so the girl gets back into, or Linda gets back into the dumbwaiter, and she starts like pulling herself like, oh fuck this, I'm out. And then all of a sudden you see like the hands, like the demon hands, come and start
Yeah, that
pulling her
was
back.
so cool. Those hands, creepy.
Yeah. Now, at which time, when was it that Linda threw the doll into the well?
I know that was fucking funny as shit. I can't remember
Because
where that was in the movie.
oh, I think that was before this. I think that was before mom was cut in half,
I think it
right?
was after Dad ate it and before Mom
Yeah.
ate it. So Linda grabs Annabelle in the middle of the night and runs to a well that looks like it's like a mile from the house. And she's hearing footsteps behind her. Turns around, they stop. She gets to the well, and good Charlotte, Sister Charlotte, comes up. What are you doing? It's the doll. I'm throwing her in the whale. Blah blah blah. And that was really country that just came out. The whale. Um,
And in the whale.
so she threw her down the well, but you never hear like anything smack at the bottom. So Linda is looking over, and of course, hands come up and start pulling her in. And the nun, Sister Charlotte, had to go and pull her out, and then they both took off. And I think I'm
Yeah,
missing.
and then good Charlotte, or Charlotte. I gotta stop calling her good
I know,
Charlotte.
I got Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous in my head now. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
there like, yeah.
Yeah, so Sister Charlotte like puts the top back on the well, and then they both start hearing the thing like rumbling and whatnot. And they're like, "Oh fuck this!" and they start booking it back to the house.
Yeah, was not happy.
Yeah,
Way to
no,
piss off a demon.
yeah, and then I think all this stuff happens. But like during the meantime, like the sister tells the other girls to like go find, um, Janice, right? Or go find the other girls. Go find the
Mm-hmm.
other girls.
And they're trying to get in the
And then
truck.
they're like, "Fuck this, we're out."
So they're getting in the truck,
Like
trying to get it to start. And of course, the
yeah,
engines, lights are dimming because demonic presence. And you see the scarecrow,
yeah. I
which is
think that was cool.
awesome.
Then all of a sudden, the one girl like is staring at the scarecrow, and then it's like head turns
Yeah, so cool.
and like looks at him, and then the lights go out in the truck or whatever, and then it's gone, and then the lights come back on in the truck, and yeah, the lights go out, and then the lights come back on, and the scarecrow's gone,
Yeah,
and then they're like, "Oh, bright idea! Let's run into the barn, towards where the scarecrow was."
that's where the scarecrow
Right?
was hanging out. Yes, in the beginning.
And then the one girl, yeah, and then the one girl, the oldest girl,
The bitchy
goes in
girl,
there,
the
the
mean
bitchy
girl.
girl, Mean Girls, Lindsay Lohan, is that her name? Was that in
Yeah,
Mean Girls?
sure. Typical
Yeah,
Linda.
and and, uh, and so she goes in there, typical Linda, and then she goes in there, and she gets locked in, right?
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, the scarecrow like morphs into the demon, or like the
so
demon gets like possesses the scarecrow or
awesome.
whatever the fuck it
I'm telling you, I'm
is.
all for
And then
the
all
demon in this.
and then the lights start like going out,
Yeah, because it's
and she's
like
got the
twisting the light bulb, or he actually busted the light bulbs in the first light, and then you can see the second light start twisting. So the girl got up on the ladder and was trying to twist it back. So basically,
this was so cool.
fighting the
This
demon.
this is that this is the whole comedy thing that I was
Yeah.
like thinking of. And then she's like looking down because she's on the ladder, and like she turned the light bulb back in to the light to make sure the light stayed on. And then all of a sudden, like the demon just like grabs a light and crushes it, and he's just
Oh,
like staring at her like he should have
yeah.
said "fuck you" or something to her. He should have said
that
something. That would have been fucking
that's
hilarious.
what he should have power bombed her like off the ladder. Like yeah, hardcore rules.
Like a suit. What is it? The suitcase match where they have it up on the
Mm, yeah, money in
and just
money in the bag match and
yeah, and just fuck you. Just power bombed her. Would have been sick.
hell yeah, come on, man, wrestling horror movie.
That would have been awesome.
That'd be sick. In a good way, not in a polio way.
Not in a polio way. And then I don't know. It's getting towards the end, and then all of a sudden, like, what is it? The sister Charlotte has the doll, and Janice, who's possessed,
Mm-hmm.
like goes after her because Janice is trying to kill Linda or Lydia or
Everybody.
Lido,
Linda.
whatever,
Linda.
Linda, and then she like sister's like fuck you, bitch, and Janice turns around and like she's going to stab the sister, but she like blocks it with the doll, and it stabs the doll, and then
She throws the rosary around
she throws a rosary
around Janice's neck
around Janice's neck, and then like throws the doll and Janice
into
into
the
the
Jesus
Jesus
room.
closet
Yeah.
to the Jesus closet,
That doesn't sound right. I guess it
and
depends
then
on
she
which
like
religion.
and then she does the most um alpha thing and just slams one of the fucking closet or dressers
Armoire.
down in the armoire
Just
in
like,
front of
"Grr."
the closet.
Nun power. She got the Holy Spirit in her.
Yeah, hell yeah, go binge watch these movies.
Hell yeah, I recommend it. Especially since, the next two podcasts we're going to do are Annabelle and then Annabelle Comes Home. And then you can join in on the podcast and you know what we're talking about. So, you can join in the chat. Haha. See? Next podcast will be next Saturday night, by the way. May 7th. Anywho.
um yeah,
So, of
and then
course,
everybody goes outside and the house like blows up,
yeah,
but doesn't blow up.
yeah. It's just like the room. They have the cops come in and investigate, and they're looking for Janice because obviously she disappeared. And when they open up the door to the Jesus room where the doll and Janice was, the doll's there, and there's a hole in the wall where you're led to believe Janice escaped through the hole in the
She
wall.
escaped.
Escaped.
She escaped. And then
They bless the doll, and they try to give it to the orphans.
yeah, like the doll's not good anymore.
Yeah. And see, and that's kind of where that goes into the first Annabelle movie, which is actually the second in rotation when you watch in order. So you'll learn about where the Annabelle doll went to in the first
Yep.
Annabelle movie.
Yeah, but okay.
Ugh.
So at the end, okay. So this kind of bugs me too. So at the end of that movie, Janice is there and she's getting adopted by another family,
In a
but yet
different
she's calling
town.
herself yeah,
Annab-
in a whole different place because
Annabelle.
she escaped out of where they were.
Yeah.
And then so she's getting adopted by another family and she's
Mm-hmm.
calling herself Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
And they come in and they give her a present and they
And,
give her the rag
go ahead.
and they give her a Raggedy Ann doll.
Which is supposed to be the real Annabelle. The one that's really possessed. Not the
Toy maker one.
yeah, what I don't even want to say what I think it looks like, but yeah, so
I want to know.
she's taken and I was like, no, I don't want to get in trouble. Um so they take Annabelle home and raise her and everything, and I guess she becomes part of the hippie movement
12 years later.
12 years later, and you're led to believe, I don't know if I should say that because you kind of need to watch the Annabelle movie.
Well,
So,
in this
so
is the
it's
end of the first
basically
one.
it's the end of Annabelle Creation, but it's actually kind of like the beginning of Annabelle. So that's how these two movies tie into each other. So Annabelle comes home to adopted mom and dad, and with her boyfriend, and they end up killing mom and dad, and that's
Kind of how it ends.
yeah. And you kind of like you watch Annabelle after watching Annabelle Creation and you see the beginning, you're kind of led to believe that they're part of the Manson family. That's what I took from it, but we'll cover that next weekend. So that's it, man. That's Annabelle
My
Creation.
my my biggest thing is like, okay, so the Annabelle doll from the doll maker was this doll that's up there, right?
Yes.
It's not the Raggedy Ann doll.
Mm.
But at the end of the creations, they show the Raggedy Ann doll, but isn't in all the other ones it's this same
Yes.
weird looking doll?
Yes.
So why were we switching from the Raggedy Ann doll to this doll again? So we went from this fucked up doll to the Raggedy Ann doll back to the fucked up doll.
Ah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a paying tribute to the real Annabelle or what. But I would like
Because
to
the
buy a
real
Raggedy Ann doll.
no, because the real Annabelle was Raggedy Ann.
Yeah. Which I actually own two in my lifetime.
Yeah, were they possessed or were
No,
they not possessed?
they were not
Is the
possessed.
incorrect word.
They were not possessed, and I actually
In,
have Raggedy Andy
inhabited?
too.
No. Oh, you
Conduit.
got the fucking
I
full
had brother
Barbie
and
playhouse
sister.
of fucking Raggedy Ann, huh?
I had brother and sister, Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. That's how I roll. I was in kindergarten when I got those. Many
So you
years
weren't
ago.
28
No, I
and
wasn't
did
28. I wasn't a
any,
nurse. What was
any
that?
little girl asked in to like inhabit the doll?
No, no, no. Huh, I was not 28 and I was not a nurse. I only played one on TV.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor.
Played one on the playground.
So that kind of sums up. I mean, I think, in my opinion, the coolest. There's two cool scenes in my opinion. Two of them
Under the
was
stairs?
under the stairs and when he crushed the light bulb in the barn.
Yeah. I would say my two, my three, my four, my four favorite scenes in this movie.
My 10 favorite scenes
It's just gonna keep
was the whole
climbing.
movie.
Yeah, I liked it all. Obviously the scene under the stairs because the demon. That demon's cool. The scene where Annabelle B turns into the demon. The scene in the barn, like you said. Oh, what? I got five. The scarecrow. Scarecrow's cool. But that was also
Jesus
with the
Christ.
demon.
Why don't
And
you just say the whole goddamn movie?
and then when Daddy's fingers get broken to shit, he's like,
That's
"You're not gonna
fucked
drop
up.
that cross." Well, I'm gonna make you drop it.
Okay, I'll fuck you up then.
Yeah. I'll give
I
you
do.
something to take your mind off that pain.
Killing him?
Breaking the finger makes you pain.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can kill him too. That'll end it.
Um. Well, doesn't he kill the guy when he says that?
Yeah.
No, he breaks his other finger in major pain, doesn't he?
Oh, did he kill him?
I don't remember.
It's been
I
so
don't
long.
remember. Yeah, I think he like breaks his other finger or some shit. It's like I'll get your mind off that pain. Snaps his other finger.
You son of a
um.
bitch.
Also, I will say another really cool part was when Linda is like shooting her little like
Oh, the little gun.
fishing ball.
Yeah. Little rubber ball with the string attached to
Little yeah, she got like a
it.
reel on the gun.
She caught something.
Yeah, and she's like in her room sitting down and she's just shooting this like ball
Yeah.
out. And all of a sudden the demon gets it. You would assume it's a demon, obviously.
Yeah.
And it starts going up from the floor to the ceiling.
That was
And being, I guess, a little girl, she runs and she's like, "Oh, fuck this!" And she runs and she gets up in her bed and hides under the covers.
yeah, because
And
that
then,
will stop the demon.
yeah, well, obviously your covers obviously.
Yeah, that's like a wall. It's like a invisibility cloak in Harry Potter. You put the blanket on and I can't see you.
You just got a little weird for me at that point.
I'm sorry.
And so all of a sudden you hear the pitter pattering of feet, and then
Motherfucker.
something jumps into the bed underneath because it's a, what are those beds called?
Bunk bed?
Yeah, bunk bed. So shut up. And so
Room for
the
so many activities.
shut up. Yeah. And we're not doing Step Brothers here.
Yeah, we do. Continue.
Why are you all sweaty? I was watching Cops. And
Did you
so
teabag my drum set?
yeah, I teabag your drum set.
Did you teabag my doll?
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
Catalina.
And so the bed shakes, and then she looks down like the side, the wall side,
And there's
and there's the Annabelle doll, and the demon like grabs it and pulls it away.
yeah.
I think that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. It was pretty sick. It's all about that demon hand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
See? We did the 3 Conjuring movies all in one podcast. And now we're splitting these up, and we've gone a long time talking about this one. I think we've gotten off the subject a couple times, but
Well, it happens from time to time. We're talking about the demon like doing a DDT on fucking one of the girls and shit. That would be so cool if they did something like that.
demon wrestling.
Yeah. But like in like, so they make this movie. They have this movie, Annabelle Creations, and they just completely like remade how the demon acted.
Yeah.
He's acted like some fucking, I don't even know, just some real dickbag or something.
There's a doggy snoot. There's this doggy snoot.
What?
There's a doggy snoot.
Where?
Hey.
What are you talking about?
Kane's nose was in. There's a dog on my arm.
Oh.
He was putting his. You could see his nose poke in camera view.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
I watched the replay. It's a demon nose.
It's a demon.
Oh.
It's coming from the side. Watch out.
Oh hell no.
Well.
Oh, so that pretty much sums up Annabelle Creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I really don't have anything else.
No.
I think we probably went over the whole movie.
That's absolutely amazing. Do you think we should do the next 2 separate, or should we do them together?
I don't know.
Keep them separated.
You got to keep them separated. Oh, we got to get the nun in there, right?
The nun's going to be by itself because it doesn't deserve to be with
combining
anything.
it. We're not combining it.
No, but there was huge news dropped yesterday that we are going to get a second Nun movie. But I do believe James Wan is involved with this one, so hopefully it's not a bag of shit. But we're not going to talk about that until we do the Nun in the podcast.
That one, it definitely needs to be all by its lonesome.
Yeah, it needs to sit in the corner and think about what it did.
Yeah. Bad. You were bad.
So bad.
Roll up a newspaper and hit it in the snout.
You deserve some lashes. I need 1,000 Hail Marys for that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny when the sister, like, the Janice is telling the sister, like, oh, I think, I did something, or she was confessing her sins. And the sister's like, okay, give me 1 Hail Mary and do this work.
Yeah.
Cripple.
Like, unpack 3 of these boxes. Like 2 or 3.
unpack all the shit, and then the other little girl, Linda, comes in. And she's like, "Nope, fuck you.
Yep. I ain't
I'm not
helping.
helping. I'm out."
That makes me wonder, like, how long of a confession would I have if I ever confessed my sins?
I don't know.
Like, you got all day?
No, we're not going to do it on here because that would
Oh,
be
God, no. Ew.
this would be like 8 hours.
No, holy shit.
What the hell is this?
What is what? What's going on?
Yep.
All right. Well, that is it for Horror Talk Podcast for this Friday night with Annabelle Creation. Tune in next Saturday at 9 o'clock for Annabelle. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend.